What's up, guys? The Snowman here, back with another soccer football informational video right now. I've previously explained how the UEFA Europa League is set up. However, it's now got a brand new format for the upcoming season. Today I wanted to break down all of these new changes for the Europa League. UEFA also implementing some very similar changes for the Champions League as well. So if you're interested, please check out my video on that too. But here's everything you need to know about these new changes to the Europa League tournament structure.
Some general information before we review the format changes. The UEFA Europa League, an annual club football competition for the best eligible European teams. It's the second-tier competition of continental football for UEFA, ranking just below the Champions League and above the UEFA Conference League. So basically, it's a yearly tournament for some of the best clubs all around Europe. The Europa League was founded back in 1971, rebranded in 2009, where it's had the same format for 15 years until this change in 2024. Schedule-wise, the Europa League takes place throughout the usual European domestic club football calendar from September through May. Matches take place midweek, most typically on Thursdays to not interfere with domestic league action on the weekends. Team-wise, the number of clubs competing in the Europa League has increased starting in the 2024-25 season. It used to be 32 teams. Now that number 36 moving forward. 36 clubs competing for the second most prestigious trophy in Europe. That means 4 extra qualifying spots for teams to take advantage of, depending on how well they perform in their own domestic leagues to try and qualify for the Europa League. Format-wise, it's no longer a group stage plus a knockout stage like we used to have, or like we see with so many football competitions like the World Cup and others. Similar to the Champions League, now the Europa League has switched to a league phase plus a knockout stage, so we no longer have a draw for the group stage. Rather, it's a draw to determine each team's league phase fixtures. We split our 36 teams into 4 pots of 9 teams each based on their UEFA club coefficient. So generally speaking, the best qualified teams are in pots 1 and 2, the not as strong teams in pots 3 and 4. After that, we have our draw where each of the 36 teams are given their 8 different opponents at random with an equal amount of home matches and matches on the road. So for example, Roma is in pot 1. They would be drawn against 2 teams in pot 1 with 1 home match and 1 road match there, 2 teams in pot 2, 2 in pot 3, and 2 in pot 4, so that they have an 8-match fixture schedule. This is an example of the league phase draw results for every team from the 24-25 season. Again, all 36 clubs matched up against a pair of teams from each of the 4 pots to make up an 8-game schedule. Couple of notes with the draw process: teams cannot face opponents from their own association or domestic league in the league phase. So for example, Manchester United wouldn't be able to be drawn against Tottenham in the league phase since those are 2 English Premier League teams. You also can't face more than 2 teams from the same league. Once everyone has their 8 opponents all set, the format becomes pretty simple. We put all 36 teams in a single league table and commence with our 8 match days. Teams are awarded 3 points for a victory, 1 point for a draw, and nothing for a loss. After every team has played their 8 league phase matches, the top 8 teams will automatically advance to the 16-team knockout stage. Meanwhile, teams in places 9 through 24 will advance to the knockout phase playoffs. This is an extra 2-leg playoff where the teams in spots 9 to 16 will be paired up against a team in spots 17 through 24. They play a home-and-home playoff tie with the 8 winners of those matchups advancing to the knockout stage as well. And then for the clubs that have the least amount of points in positions 25 through 36, unfortunately, they're eliminated from European competition altogether. So you have to at least be top 24 in the league phase or else your Europa League campaign is over. Finally, that brings us to the knockout phase where the top 8 teams are each matched up with one of the knockout playoff winners. Once all of the 2-leg playoff ties have been completed, the winners advance to the round of 16, and it's pretty straightforward the rest of the way. We have 4 knockout rounds with the winners advancing, losers being eliminated. Round of 16, quarterfinals, and semifinals are all 2-leg home and home ties where they play 2 games and the winner on aggregate moves on. The final then is a one-leg single match at a neutral location. Our Europa League winner automatically qualifies for the UEFA Super Cup and the Champions League for the following season, in addition to about 9 million euros in prize money. There's certainly a ton to play for in the UEFA Europa League.
Thanks a lot for watching my Europa League format explained video. Please leave a comment if you have any questions, and give me a like if you enjoyed the video today. If you want more soccer football content, please subscribe to the Snowman Sports Media, and I'll see you very soon. Cheers!